Ever get the urge to just pick up and move? New city, new start, the whole shebang.
Yeah, totally.
I've moved a few times myself, actually. And it always gets me thinking, what do we even mean by home these days? Is it where we grew up? Where we live now?
Right.
Or is it something totally different? Well, that's what we're diving into today with this excerpt that argues, get this, home is evolving.
Oh, interesting.
Like it's not some fixed thing.
Yeah.
So buckle up. We're about to unpack this whole rooted versus nomadic lifestyle debate.
I'm in.
By the end of this deep dive, you might just see home in a whole new light, I'm telling you.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
Right off the bat, this excerpt points out something kind of obvious but worth saying. People are way more mobile than ever before. Like, new jobs pop up across the country, relationships come and go, or maybe you just need to change the scenery,
Oh, absolutely.
There are tons of reasons why people pack their bags and go.
It's a huge change, though. I mean, historically, home was pretty much set in stone.
Oh, totally. Like your grandparents living in the same house their whole lives kind of thing.
Exactly. Think ancestral land. Multiple generations under one roof. It was all about putting down roots, building a community, and just staying put.
Wow. That's such a different mindset, right? Like I think about when I first moved out on my own, it took me ages to feel any sense of belonging in my new city.
Oh, tell me about it. It's a trade-off, for sure.
Yeah.
On one hand, you have the thrill of new experiences, the freedom to be whoever you want, but yeah, you might be missing out on that deep sense of connection that comes from knowing everyone on your street.
Exactly. It's like, do you crave the excitement of the unknown or the comfort of the familiar? Which actually brings us to a pretty profound question this excerpt asks. Is home a place, or is it something you carry with you?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Right.
It's so open-ended. I mean, you can interpret it in so many ways. Maybe it's about those really strong relationships you maintain even when you're miles apart, or those core values that stay with you no matter what.
Oh, I like that.
Maybe home is more about a feeling, like a sense of self that remains constant wherever you end up.
Okay, so it's like we each have this home suitcase full of memories and values and relationships.
Yeah, exactly.
Mine would need an upgrade, I'll tell you that. But seriously, it's interesting, right? Because with remote work and this whole digital nomad lifestyle blowing up, it's almost like the lines are getting blurry.
Totally. Tech lets us be connected to work, family, even online communities from literally anywhere.
Yeah.
So it's not just about physically moving from one place to another. It's about how we stay connected along the way, which I think adds a fascinating new dimension to the whole thing.
Oh, 100%. It's not just about where we land, but what we bring with us and who we stay connected to while we're there.
Right, and how we build connections in those new places. The excerpt actually uses this term, neo-localism.
Neo-localism. Say that again?
Yeah, neo-localism. It's basically talking about how people are finding community and belonging in ways that go beyond just geography. Think shared hobbies or interests.
So like finding your people, but they don't have to live on the same block anymore.
Exactly. Online communities, interest groups, you name it. It's like we're rewriting the rules of what it means to belong.
Neo-localism. I love that. It's so true, though. But it does beg the question, if we're not tethered to one specific location, how do we cultivate those strong, lasting relationships in a world where everyone's kind of just floating around?
$1,000,000 question.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's an easy answer. But, if this excerpt tells us anything, it's that even though how we define home is changing, our need for connection, for belonging, that's definitely not going anywhere.
It's that human need to feel grounded, to feel like you belong somewhere, whether it's a physical place or something else entirely. It really makes you think, what will home look like in another 10, 20 years? Something to ponder, right?
Definitely.
Well, on that note, we're going to wrap things up here. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
Thanks for having me. It was fun.
Until next time.